Good morning guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to day 3 of our time here on Symphony of the Seas. We are heading into Marseille as we speak. There it is, and I started my morning off with a run. I'm preparing for a half marathon, trying to get myself back into running shape, which will take a lot, but anyway, this is a great place to come out and to have a run because there's dedicated running track on board. So great start to the day. Now I think I will go find some breakfast, so let's see what we get up to for the rest of today. We are back on the ship. We got off the ship to explore Marseille a little bit and we chose to try to walk, which probably was not the best idea. It was like 2 kilometers of walking all across the port, even before you were outside of the port area, and then by the time we made it out of the port area we would have still had like another 5 kilometers to walk to get to downtown Marseille. But what we ended up doing is we just walked a couple of the local streets up to this hill to see some views. So yeah, short and quick trip to Marseille, but it was nice to get off the ship and walk around at least a little bit. But we did see that there's a free shuttle service, so if you walk maybe 1 kilometer past the like Royal Caribbean shuttles and all of the excursion buses, then there's this free shuttle station which takes you to downtown Marseille. So that would have been interesting to try out. We should have hopped on right when we walked past it the first time because there was barely any line. We were getting off the ship around 9:30, maybe something like that, 9:30, 10. And then when we were making our way back to the ship, we figured, you know, maybe we'll still hop on that bus just to get a little bit of like sightseeing done. But there was such a long line, it was around noon or so, so we didn't want to wait there anymore. But just a good idea to know that that's there. If you continue on from the free shuttle, then there was the local bus as well, and I think it was like €5.90 or something like that for a 24-hour ticket. So if you want to buy a day pass for the local buses, that's an option as well. And then the Royal Caribbean shuttle costs you $20, and that's for a round trip, so $10 each way, and that leaves right from the terminal, so there's no walking required if you want to take the Royal Caribbean shuttle. But lots of options. We chose poorly with the walking route because we usually just like to hop off the ship and walk wherever we want to go. We don't want to be, you know, stuck waiting for a bus to come or figuring out, you know, where the stops are, where we would get picked back up. So a very short tour today. I think the ports in Italy will be much more walking friendly. Let's see, we will be at our first Italy stop tomorrow, but we still have lots to enjoy today. We are now here on the sweet sun deck. We just hopped into the hot tub for our first try, and maybe we'll try some of the water slides as well today. It's a great day, nice and sunny, not a cloud in the sky, so we will take full advantage of the great weather for as long as we get it. Let's see how the rest of the week is going to look like, but for now we will enjoy the sun.
And I'm walking on, and the guy, he freaked out. He fucking knew the trick or something. He goes, sir, I'm gonna have to check your luggage. I go, my luggage looks like a fucking football, bud. He goes, no.
Hi again, guys. We had a wonderful day 3. We had a huge lunch right after we got back on the ship from Mallorca, and I had a pasta which was delicious, but we were both still so full from lunch that we actually canceled our dinner reservation. We just ended up snacking on board in the different venues that they have, which was the perfect solution because we didn't want to like overfill ourselves with dinner and trying to like force something down, even though the food is so good and you could eat so much of it, but it just, you end up feeling better when you just kind of listen to your body and take it easy and don't overdo it. So after that big lunch, we ended up going to a stand-up comedy show in the evening, which was so much fun. There were 2 comedians, both were hilarious, and just a great thing. I love going to the comedy shows on board, and they're always different ones, and even if you end up with the same comedian, they always have a little bit of a different set that they do. So highly recommend, if you're ever on board and you've been thinking about going to see one of the comedy shows, do it. It's so much fun, and you just have to go in with an open mind and ready to laugh, and you'll have a great time. But thank you for joining me for day 3. And join me again for day 4, which I am about to get started here on board right now. See you guys on the channel next time. Bye.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.